Okay, I'm doing a do-over. I just wanted to catch up with everybody, so I'm gonna give it a minute or two because I know it takes a little bit of time for people to see that we are live streaming. Hello people who are signing in. I was just saying, I'm gonna give it just a minute just to let people jump on. I tried to live stream earlier this evening because I'm testing out some new gear that I got for my holiday presents for my husband. I got these new pretty diffuser lights, and I got a stereo webcam. Unfortunately, the stereo webcam has to be used with a computer. I can't use it like with this iPad. So I'm not using that because it's I'm using my iPad because we determined that the laptop was the problem. So I'm going to ask you guys if you can let me know if you can hear the audio and if it sounds okay. And I'm going to actually log into Facebook on my phone here so I can see your messages. Oh, technology. It's like so intense, right? It's like I'm watching myself, watching you, watching me. I have to turn the volume off so I don't like hear an echo, but there I am. So I'm trying to see if any, okay, so nobody's left any comments left, it looks like. And if you can let me know, sounding much better. Oh, awesome. Hey, Donna, how are you? So the whole point of this is that I'm hoping to do some more live streaming, and there's some like cool things I'm working on, but we had to work out the technology glitches before we went ahead. And we determined that the laptop that we were using is not really capable. Okay, thanks, Tommy. Not really good for webcasting. So right now I'm using my iPad because before, when I tried to live stream, we had all these technical difficulties and it was just stupid. So anyway, the point of me being here is I know I've sort of been a little bit MIA, and I wanted to explain to everybody what's been going on and why. And the truth is, you know, I got the flu shortly after the first of the year, and the flu turned into an acute sinusitis, and that turned into an ear infection, and that turned into a stomach virus, and then a head cold. And I'm still dealing with some things that are physically challenging. I was trying to explain it, like I feel like there's a vice clamped on my head 24/7, and you know, I've had friends who have issues with migraines, and I never really understood how incapacitating it is until just recently. And the other thing is that, you know, whenever I live stream, I always want to be positive, and I want to be this happy energy for you guys because there's so much stuff to navigate out there in the world. And I wasn't feeling particularly fabulous. Like I was feeling like kind of down because I was sick for so long and I didn't want to bum everybody out. And I came to this epiphany today that, you know, everybody has crappy days and everybody has downtime when we don't feel like we're our best. And maybe the whole point, maybe the one thing that's good about social media is that, you know, I always say it makes you feel a little bit less alone. And if I'm always trying to like shield you guys from when I'm not feeling my best, like that's not authentic. And I feel like maybe it's more helpful if I'm honest. So that's where I'm at. The honest to God truth is that this year so far has been physically very challenging in that, you know, like I said, flew into a multitude of different illnesses. And, you know, one of the things I know now in hindsight is because I never stopped working, because I can't stop working. And I know that I kept relapsing because I just didn't give my body a chance to fully recover. And, you know, being the person that I am, I'm very type A in that I always want to feel productive. I always want to feel like I'm doing things to move the gauge a little further down the line. It was really a big lesson for me, the month of January, to learn to listen to my body even when my head was going, but there's stuff to do. And I wasn't successful. I kept doing things, and that's why I kept getting sick. And I'm still, I still have a really weird cough that, like, you can hear my voice is sort of a little feeble. It doesn't sound as robust as maybe I'm used to it sounding. And there's the cough. The cough is still here, and the vice-like headache, which I have right now, that, the nice thing is that this is a good distraction for me. I can sit here and chat with you people and forget that my head feels like there's a vice on it and that I just want to crawl under the covers and sleep. But the other thing is that I'm used to being very physically active. I'm somebody who, for years, I've run many miles every single day. I was up to like 4.5 miles, like, religiously every single day, and for the entire month of January, I think I ran like maybe 5 miles the entire month, and that was hard for me. I feel like my body feels like a big sponge. Like I just feel like a big mush. And so here's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get you guys up to date in what's going on. Hi Ralph, hi Freddie, if you guys are still here. There's a lot cooking, okay? There's a lot going on, and I took the time that I couldn't be my usual physically active self, and I tried to be really productive. So here's what's going on. Vice makes its own headache. Yeah, seriously. Here's what's going on. First of all, there's going to be a new album. Yes, I'm very excited about it. And this album is going to be very, very different from anything I've ever done, in that I have decided to track like the whole thing live, which, we've never done here before in our studio, and it's going to be a journey. We're going to have to figure out a lot of technical stuff, but yeah, my intention is to track the album live and do a really stripped down, intimate record for you guys, because I have this problem where I always hear big, I hear the orchestra, I hear string sections and horn sections and big voices, and I am going to do a really intimate stripped down album, and we're going to be tracking in April. I've confirmed some of the players. Some of them I haven't been in touch with because they've been on the road. So if anybody's watching and going, how come I haven't heard from you, that's why. So that's the one big thing that I'm very excited about. I have about, I don't know, I think I counted like 45 unrecorded songs, so I had to really discipline myself and pick the 15 that we're going to track and then see if they all make it onto the album. I don't know if that's going to happen just yet, but I'm very excited about it. Old School Live. Yeah, seriously. I want to capture the chemistry between musicians. We're very fortunate in that we live in this age of technology where with very little you can make music sound very good. But I decided for this next album that more than sounding good, I want it to feel good, if that doesn't sound too hokey. I want to capture the energy of musicians in a room together playing songs, and that's what the album is going to be. So I'm very, very, very excited about that. The other thing that's going on is I'm planning a Southwest tour. Hey, Gary. If you can't do it live, don't do it. Yeah. Well, you know what's interesting about that comment? I have a similar motto about songwriting, in that if I can't sit here and play it with just me and the piano or me and the guitar and have it be a fully realized song experience for you, then I haven't done my job. Then it's not a song yet. And so there's going to be a Southwest tour over the summer. will be some local area shows, but very limited this year. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm very honored that I'm working on a really, really, really big gig in November, November 4th. It's a 200-seat venue, which, you know, if you're Elton John or Paul McCartney, that's like, you know, that's the, you know, a section of a coliseum. But for me, it's a big audience that I need to pull together, and so I'm going to focus my energy on making sure that we pack the place, because I feel a responsibility to a venue to pack the venue. When they grace me with the honor of booking me and my band, I want to return that grace with a full house. So save the date if you're on the island for November 4th, because there's going to be a big show. We're going to be talking about it soon. But tonight, the interesting thing, you know, I said earlier in the live stream that I was sick for almost the entire month of January. I'm still healing from a cough and a head cold and this vice-like headache that is the bane of my existence at this point. But through all this illness, the flu, the sinusitis, the ear infection, yada, I did 2 Fearless Songwriter Challenges. And for those of you who don't know me, I participate in these things whenever I'm not on the road and it's possible. But basically, it's a group challenge where you get a prompt every day around midnight for the next day, and you have 24 hours to write a song a day, record it, not like a fully big, you know, on your iPhone singing, and then posting it for the group to listen to. So since January, I've written 14 new songs. And I'm really, really proud of myself. So I just finished the most recent Fearless Challenge on Saturday, this past Saturday. It was a rush because I was struggling with my voice because of this stupid cough that's like making me nuts. But I know there's a lesson. Blah, blah, blah. And also the headache. You know, this headache that I've had where there's this, I think it's a remnant of the sinusitis and the ear infection, that I just have this constant pain, and when I hit certain notes, I have this buzzing in my ear, which is really fun. I say that very sarcastically. So anyway, I wrote 7 new songs, and I was thinking that in order for me to feel reconnected with so many of you who have been so supportive for so long, and I feel like I've been very MIA, I've been very disconnected, and I know that I had to disconnect in order to heal, and I'm still on that journey of healing, but I wanted to share some brand new songs with you guys, if that would be interesting to you. And again, I'm going to tell you, I wrote these, I literally wrote these 7 songs. It started a week ago on Sunday. It started on February 4th. So yeah, a week ago this past Sunday. And again, with the Fearless Challenges, you get a prompt the night before at midnight. Well, it's actually that day. And then you have 24 hours. So I think I'm going to start with the guitar song, because I just tuned the guitar, and we'll see if it's still in tune. Hang on. And if I'm not going to cough. But the reason I want to share this song, I think this is the only guitar song I got out of this challenge. I'm going to move the mic in just so that you can, I don't have to strain so much with the vocal. I'm super vocally challenged. I know I don't sound hoarse, but I'm very winded. I still have this crazy cough that's really making me unhappy. But what is making me happy are these 7 new little songs. So this was Fearless Songwriter Challenge Day 3. And the prompt was given by a very, very well-known singer-songwriter by the name of Peter Mulvey. I don't know if you know him, but he gave this prompt, joy is the little sister of sorrow. And I literally picked up the guitar and 15 minutes later, I had this song. And again, I think I played it once for the challenge, once for my husband, and now I'm going to play it for you guys. So this is called Joy Is. Can you hear the guitar? Joy is sorrow's little sister. She is small in stature, but she's mighty. And don't you doubt her, 'cause she won't let you down when trouble challenges your stride. Joy is anger's little sister. She is far more subtle and she's steady. Our anger thrashes, joy will slow you down, so you'll find space to breathe. And joy may hide during danger, but remember she's always within. Just take a moment to invite her. She is brighter than the darkest din. Joy is fear's little sister. She'll turn the chill into delight, and she'll dance to rhythmic heartbeats and flush your cheeks rosy bright. Joy is sorrow's little sister. Joy is anger's little sister. Joy is fear's little sister. She is always present if you need her. She is the source, so feed her. Let her shine, let her shine, let her shine, let her shine. There you have it. Joy is. Here's what I love about the Fearless Songwriter Challenge is that, I'm going to move the mic now because I don't need it. I wake up in the morning, thank you Donna, with a prompt, and whenever it happens, but out of nothing, a new song exists. Oh, thank you, Adam. And I feel, I'm going to get emotional now, I feel like the luckiest person, because you know what's so funny that you say that, JT, is that John said the exact same thing. I wrote that, I'm going to tell you how I wrote that song. I got the prompt and I had to take a train into Brooklyn, and I got up at 7 a.m. and I gave myself 1 hour to write, and I said either it's going to happen or it's not. And I literally, like I said, I sat down and I wrote the song in like 15 minutes, and I had to catch a train, so I jumped in the car and I raced to the train station. And when I got on the train, I didn't even give any explanation. I just texted the song to my husband, John, and like 5 minutes later I got a text. He goes, "Oh my God, I have such a lump in my throat." He said, "I wish you wrote that when the movie Inside Out came out." And anyway, missed opportunities. That's the story of my life. But, you know, I feel very privileged and thankful that through my darkest moments, the muse still chooses me to bring these songs forth. And, You know, maybe I'm sounding a little too self-important right now, but it's the truth, you know? I wrote that song in 15 minutes, and it's my favorite song of the whole week, you know? I don't say favorite. Well, it's kind of my favorite. I think it's the most, it's the one that most people will get. You know, there's other songs that are, you know, when I do the Fearless Challenge, I make myself this there's no rules rule, that I just get ideas on the train, just like, yeah, I write on the train very often. I study people, and I write their stories even though they're not aware that I'm studying them. You know, the problem lately is that most people on the train are like this. This is what I see on the train. People with their heads in their phones. There's something that makes me a little sad about that, but I understand because I'm probably one of those people quite often. But anyway, when I do the Fearless Songwriter Challenges, I make this like there's no rules. Whatever comes out, that's what you get. And so even if something so unclassifiable comes out, I write it. You know, I let the muse take me. Such a gift to write. Yeah, exactly. So, do you guys want to hear another one? There's 7 new songs. I don't know if I want to play all 7 because they're not all ready for prime time. You know, with the Fearless Songwriter Challenge, you literally have a day to write a song, and when you work like I do, I've got a day gig, and you're sick, so your voice doesn't cooperate, you know, it's a challenge. But I did get 7 new songs, and some of them need a little massaging to get to a place where I think that they're ready for sharing, but there are some that I think they're so cool and weird. So if you want to hear, let me know if you want to hear, otherwise you guys can get back to the Olympics, because I don't want to be so self-indulgent that I don't respect the fact that you guys have a life and you're doing other things, but there's maybe 1 or 2 that I would share with you guys that I think I'm ready to perform. Hold on, I gotta get a drink. Well, nobody's oh yes, okay. So Adam said yes. So as long as one person says yes, that's all I need. That's all the arm twisting I need is one person. Now I have to see if I remember. Because, you know, when you write 7 songs in a week, they all become this big muddled mush in your head. Let me see if I remember how this one goes. Yeah, I do. Okay. All right, so, again, people, this was just written on February 8th. The prompt was given by one of my favorite people, Reggie Harris. I didn't follow the prompt, and you don't have to. It's just it's there if you need it. But the prompt was that he wanted you to write like a 3-verse song with a very simple singable chorus that was the same each time, but one line changed to move the narrative. Write a song about this. Yes, I'm actually working on that one, and it's good too. But I'm not going to tell you how it goes yet. I'm not ready. But anyway, this song has nothing to do, well, it kind of, the chorus does change each time to move the narrative along, but it's not singable, it's not simple by any stretch of the imagination. So I'm going to try this. I've only played it maybe once or twice. I played it once for the phone to put it on the challenge, and then I played it yesterday just to see if I still liked it as much as I thought I did. So anyway, this is called Alice's Wings. Let's see how I do. Alice hid away her secret. She sailed the skies at night, watching over all the sleepers to keep them safe and tight. But her neighbor found her out. Oh shoot. And he spread the news. She thinks David. Hey, Star. So that's it. That was day 5. I apologize for the vocal clunkers. My voice is still not back from being sick. I'm going to see if I can I scroll backwards? I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Hello. Hey. I know so. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Adam. Oh, thank you, Donna. Yeah, it's kind of like creepy and oh, thank you, Tommy. Oh, thank you. God bless you. That's very sweet. Yeah, I'm still an optimist. I don't know why. I still feel like there's a lot of good, you know, and I think it's our jobs as creatives and people who love creatives to foster kindness and to make sure that we put the good stuff out there as much as possible. So anyway, if you're just tuning in, I've been catching people up and sharing some songs. I did a 7-day challenge last week where I wrote a song a day for 7 days straight, and I shared 2 of them so far, and so far good responses, so that's cool, even though I made mistakes and my voice was all wonky. Now the decision. One more. This is a really short one. It's like a 2-minute song. Oh, thank you, Star. We are kindred spirits. Star and I grew up together. We've known each other since we were wee ones, right, darling? And we are sisters of the soul, even if we're not sisters of blood. Not that that matters, right? I don't think that stuff matters. Anyway, I'm gonna share one more with you guys, just because I think that this one has a really positive message to it. And you know, my whole point of coming on today was being honest and letting you guys know that it's been a rough patch for me. You know, a lot of illness that still has not completely resolved, but through it I've written 14 songs, but of course. So yeah, I'm going to share a song. So this was from day 6. Hopefully I won't keep coughing. The prompt was by a DJ by the name of Nick Noble, and the prompt was Superhero, and the song is actually called Superhero. So, oh, please, happy song goddesses, let me sing just one more. You know what, let me just, hang on, let me take one swig of the magic water that we humans need. Trying not to slurp on mic, because that's really annoying. Okay, so last song, and then I'm going to go upstairs and rest. I have to rest because I'm going into the city again tomorrow, and boy, it knocks the crap out of me. You know, I feel like I'm getting better, and then I go into the city, and then I come home, and I'm like shivering and achy again. Anyway, thank you, Nick Noble, for the prompt. This is called Superhero. Okay. Just before the strike of a match, the darkness seems to win. But if you have one little patch, you'll keep the warm air in. All it takes is one small gesture to move just and move the measure and be a superhero. you. Yeah, I messed it up a lot. But again, I wrote this like a few days ago, and I've only played it once, like the day that I recorded it for the challenge. So ha. Anyway, thank you. Yeah, I really like that one. I don't know, that's like maybe my second favorite one. Vocalese. Yeah, I've been doing everything for my voice and my cough and my lungs. I mean, if you knew the amount of supplements and things that I put in the shower, like so that the steam, I could breathe in like essential oils. I mean, all these things I've been doing, drinking teas, taking care of myself, staying away from dairy. And then when I had the sinus infection, I actually had to take antibiotics, which I hate doing, but I literally, like, I was in so much pain, like, I was, like, moaning. I couldn't function. So I was on antibiotics. They put me on steroids, on prednisone to bring down the swelling. I'm telling you guys, it's still there. I feel like my face, like, looks, like, distorted or something. Like, I don't look like me because this, like, head cold thingy, blah, 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 that's hanging on. Anyway, I'm going to scroll through to see if I make sure I caught all of your comments. Minor chord on Hero. Yeah, I know. Well, you know I have to do something weird, and you know. So let's see. This is a great song for Freddie Mercury. Yeah. if he were still here, right? Yeah, I'm happy with that with the songs that I came up with. I must say, I have 14 since January. Both songs are great. Scratchy voice on. Thank you, David. You missed the first one. There were 3 songs. Haha. Let's see who else left a comment. Here's some Beatles in there. Oh, totally. They are, you know how I feel about the Beatles. I'm their disciple. What can I tell you? You know, my mom, I grew up listening to the Beatles because that's who my parents listened to, and my mom still to this day talks about Paul McCartney like he's an old boyfriend from like the old days. Like that's, you know, how into the Beatles, and you know, well, he was really cute, so she was very into him. But yeah, the Beatles are infused in my psyche. I hope that I honor their remarkable greatness with some shred of keeping the torch, you know, carrying the torch a little bit further down the road. I don't know. I'm not going to compare myself to the Beatles. I would never do that. But they're in there. They're definitely in there. I can hear some Savant. Yes, I totally agree. That's the problem. I feel like, you know, I'm going to do this next album that's going to be really stripped down and live. But the one after that, which I'm not even supposed to, like, talk about because, you know, my husband's like, you just overwhelm yourself, but I can't help it. But I'm already planning, like, not just this album that we're about to record, but the one after it. I hear, like, a full symphonic orchestra, and I hear these songs with that, and I don't know how I'm going to make that happen. But you know what? I've always figured out how to make things that seem impossible happen. All right, I'm going to scroll back because there's some. Yes, you get it. Are there Beatles in the couch? Oh, what? Oh, I don't know if I agree with you. That's, I don't know what to say and who you are, but that's a really creepy thing to say. But I'm not going to let you distract me from what I feel is a very good moment here with some friends. So yeah, that's it, guys. I'm getting ready to go and record the next album. I'll be telling everybody about it. If you're interested, make sure that you like my fan page. It's facebook.com/Marci Geller fan page or something like that. Yeah, you'll see it. But also get on my mailing list. If you go to marcigeller.com, spelled the way my name is, MarciGeller.com, you'll get my newsletters, as I call them, and I try not to be too invasive. Like, I don't write you all the time. Maybe I should write more. I write like once a month. I didn't do a January newsletter because I was just so in the throes of illness, and I haven't done a February one yet because I wasn't ready to figure out what I wanted to say to everybody. Thank you, Tommy. I really appreciate that. And thank you, Star. I know I'm going to get better, and that's why I decided that if I started, you know, booking the musicians, that I would have to get well in time to record the album. So that's how I operate. It's like if I act like I don't feel sick, then I won't be sick anymore. Yes, I know you like my page, David. You're one of my really long time super uber supporters, and you're all very appreciated. I feel the support and the love, and this next album is going to be filled with a lot of love. It's going to be. I'm pretty excited about it, and when I'm ready to talk more and tell you who's going to be on it, I will. But we're going to be recording in the beginning of April. We're going to be rehearsing in March. Right now we're doing the pre-production. So yeah. So I'm hoping. I don't know. I'm not going to give it a date yet, but I'm hoping at some point. Mid-year that we will have the next album ready for you guys, and then I'm going to tackle the one after that. Like I said, I can't help myself. Thank you. Yeah, well, save the date, David. I don't know if you were on when I was talking about it, but November 4th we're going to be announcing a very big concert, and it's a big place, and we've got a lot of seats to fill. So put that date on your calendar. So. That's really it, guys. New album, lots of new songs. Southwest tour is going to be coming hopefully this summer. I'm still working out the logistics. We'll see what happens with that. You know, I'm excited to go to at least one state that I've never been to before, which is cool. Yeah, I agree. Love is mostly what I need. I need my head to stop hurting and for my cough to go away. And all right, that's just little stuff. I know that. You're right. Love is all I need, and I've got a lot of that. I am very, very blessed, and I know. This studio. This is the manifestation of love. For those of you who don't know me, well, we had a really traumatic flood about 1.5 years ago that wiped out this entire place, and because of love of many friends, some of who are watching right now, it's back. So yeah, so I am very, very, very blessed with a lot of love and a very strong muse. You know, like, I can't believe I've written 14 new songs this year so far, and it's only the middle of February. Cool, right? So I'm going to get going. I hope you guys have a spectacular rest of the evening, whatever you're doing. And I'm going to try and do this a little bit more often now that I am feeling a little semi-sociable. You're going to record Beautiful Pain. Oh, damn. That's going to go on the next one. No, because Beautiful Pain needs the orchestra. It does. It's not just a little piano vocal song. And the next album is going to be really, really intimate and really acoustic. So, no, that's going on the album after that. I promise you that this next album is going to have mostly guitar songs, believe it or not. In case you see this. Oh, I'll look at this later. Thanks. The album after the live, it's not going to be a live album, but it's going to be recorded live. The one after that is going to have Beautiful Pain and If You Only Knew. And I'm going to have to dedicate it to you, John Tobacco, because you keep asking me to record those songs. But at least I performed If You Only Knew. You were there. I did it at that show, so maybe I think it'll come back. Thank you. I'm going to get going, guys. Have a beautiful, blessed evening. Love to you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all the love and good energy. I feel better already, and we'll be doing this again. Bye. Do that again. Is it finished?